CNN guest Keith Boykin did something amazing on CNN earlier this week. He, number one, shot down Congressman Byron Donalds for lying that crime is up. Crime is down. Remember, crime is down. And then he even went after the host on the show, Abby Phillip, for allowing him to lie. Now, to Abby Phillip's credit, in this clip, she does attempt to insert some facts about crime. But what I like in general is that Boykin is saying it's the responsibility of the hosts to establish basic facts. We can't have a debate over is crime up or down when it's knowable. The debate needs to be about other things. We have to agree about the facts. So take a look at this video, really nicely done.
How is that not violent rhetoric?
We have to acknowledge the reality going on in every city in America.
Not answering the question. Not answering the question.
That is answering the question. Because the reality in America, hold on, Keith, the reality in America is that crime is massively up.
Crime is not massively up. That's a lie.
You can bang the table all you want, but
you're
that's
lying,
not true,
Congressman. You're lying.
We already know that there are cities.
The FBI just released data this week that crime is going down.
We already know that.
Oh my God! Abby, why do you let this man lie on your national television like this?
I'm telling you that
This
exact
is not right.
You may not.
You're a liar,
you may not. No, I am
you're
not.
Lying.
Because you're lying to the American people now.
And
so I want to be respectful of what you're trying to say.
Hang on a second.
Go
If
ahead.
you would just let me talk, I will explain exactly what you want me to explain. We have the data. The FBI literally put out data today showing that crime is down this year for the first 6 months of the year. But look at the trend line. Okay.
Okay, listen. Crime is down. They need you to believe crime is up, because if you understand that crime is down, you realize everything they've been saying about Biden-Harris is false. So first, let me give you the data. Violent crime is down. The murder rate is down. Property crime is down. All types of crime are down. And they have been trending down before Joe Biden was president, before Donald Trump was president, before Barack Obama was president. Crime continues to decline. Now, you will hear the normal talking points. Well, it only appears that crime is down because it's up so much that people don't even bother reporting crime anymore. We know that that's not true because there are independent crime victimization surveys which aren't related to the reporting of crime, and they move in parallel. So you would have to believe that people are not only not reporting crimes, but also lying on surveys when they have been victims of a crime and saying, no, I haven't. Why would they do that? Why would the data move in parallel if it weren't true? So that's number one. Secondly, they will say, police departments no longer report crime to the FBI, so the FBI doesn't know what's going on. It has always been the case that some police departments don't report crime to the FBI. The number or the share hasn't gone up. So that's not a good explanation. They will sometimes tell you anecdotal stories. Trump at his rallies tells these lurid stories about an individual who was tragically stabbed or whatever. Those stories, when they are true, are no less tragic because crime in general is going down, but crime in general is going down. This gets us to why it's critical for them to convince you that crime is going up. Donald Trump predicted, among other things, that if Biden were president, it would be a lawless country where police has been defunded, crime is just running rampant, there's no prosecution, there's no consequences, there's no arrests, the stock market will reach 1929 levels, you'll have no heating and cooling. You remember, you have to flush your toilet 10 to 15 times. Trump reportedly does have to flush his toilet 10 to 15 times, but that's because he's flushing so many classified documents down it. That's a different story. If you acknowledge that crime is continuing to decline, it directly undercuts the believability of Trump's apocalyptic nightmare scenario of a rapture-like dystopia, an inferno under Biden. And it gets you to think, hey, you know what? If crime is down, stock market is at record highs, inflation is down, wage growth is up. And you might say, why would I go back to Trump? It doesn't make any sense. Not only are things okay, Trump lied in his predictions. They were obviously, he got his predictions wrong and or he lied knowing these things weren't going to happen. So that's why people like Byron Donalds continue to insist crime is up when it is down. CNN and others, I don't want to pick on CNN. You know, Keith Boykin goes, Abby, you got to get him to stop lying. All media hosts should moderate debates about ideas. But when a Republican says Trump really won in 2020, as Trump did during the debate, that should be fact checked. It's not biased to fact check facts. And when these Republicans say crime is down, hosts should jump in and say it is not down. It is not down. So very nicely done by Keith Boykin there, and getting the facts, hopefully, to people who need to hear it. Data brokers are continually collecting extensive details about your online behavior, address, phone number, email, financial information, even political views. This sensitive information about you can easily be found on public data search sites by anybody, could be an ex, could be an employer. And these brokers sell the data to other businesses and even government agencies like the FBI and NSA, who can buy it in bulk to surveil Americans without a search warrant. Scammers and spammers also get your details from these lists, and that's why you get the text messages and the calls and the emails. But you can stop it. Our sponsor, Incogni, will send removal requests to data brokers who are legally obligated to comply. If any of your information remains online, Incogni will follow up and ensure that it's taken down. Incogni keeps you informed every step of the way, and it just saves you countless hours of work that would be nearly impossible to do on your own. I use Incogni, and what they've managed to do is remarkable. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.